What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Semblant. Yes, indeed, Semblant Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bob, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Java Devil, and Java Devil wanted to see me react to this song by Semblant called Murder of Crows. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait, hold it right there, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Semblant, shocking, and the video has 496,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Semblant, Murder of Crows official video. Wah, wah, wah.
Damn it.
Yeah, there's that word official coming off of their official page. Yeah, buddy. Look, you know what I'm going to say, so I'm not going to say it. All I'm going to say is this. We're going to just wait and see what happens and hope for the best. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Wait. They really threw that triplet pattern in there? Hold on 1 second. I want to make sure I'm not hearing things. I'm not imagining things. They diddly. Yeah, they put that in there, all right.
I can't believe you've done this.
I like what I'm hearing. I like the direction of the song. I like everything that's happening musically. Songwriting, very easy to follow along with. No problem there. Everything flows well. Verse into a short pre-chorus. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if that pre-chorus is really necessary. I just did a reaction to Lady Baby, and they showed a great example of what not to do when it comes to songwriting. And having this pre-chorus that was honestly, it did not do its job. The whole purpose of a pre-chorus is to span that, have that bridge that crosses that gap and lays way for the path to be traveled from the verse to the chorus. So it'll span that gap and it'll make it flow if needed. Now, you don't always need a pre-chorus. Our pre-chorus is nice. Yeah, sure, absolutely. They're nice, but they're not always needed. I don't know if this pre-chorus is really needed. The verse and the chorus are in the exact same key. They're starting on the exact same chord on that. I think we're in A, which is interesting. But they're both in A. So why throw a pre-chorus in there just for the sake of having a pre-chorus, I guess? Is that a bad thing? No, it's not. It's not bad as long as the addition of the pre-chorus doesn't take away from the song. As long as it's not a detractant or a distraction, then it's fine. It's absolutely fine. I do wonder if it's needed. I don't think it is necessarily, but it does sound nice. It's well done, and it does the job. It does help. I mean, this is kind of a double-edged sword. Again, is it needed to span the gap between the verse and the chorus? No, the verse and the chorus line up perfectly without one. But putting it in there, it doesn't hurt the song. So it's fine, I guess. Vocally, I like the division, very clear division, and it's pretty even across the board so far between the female clean vocal and the male grit and growl. So got no problem there with that. No, so far I got no issues with anything I'm hearing. So let's keep going and see where this goes. Come again? Yeah, that's nice. See, everything's just lining up. Everything's just making sense. Even if it's not necessary. Like, okay, let's really take that pre-chorus that they did. And let's break this down, okay?
Break it down!
What is the chordal progression? F to E. F to E. That's what it is, right? From a verse and a chorus that are both dominantly in A. Is the pre-chorus needed? No. Does it work? Yes. Does it sound good? Yes. Sometimes, I don't know, with a song like this, maybe I just wonder if you just want to trim the fat, but the more I'm listening to it and the more I'm hearing it, the more I'm accepting I don't want to say necessity, but the effectiveness of the pre-chorus. It does, by having that progression of the 6 to the 5 to the 6 to the 5, when you go up to the root again for the A, it does make the A more impactful. So just in that one respect, or that one aspect, I should say, just out of that one aspect, it does make the pre-chorus perfectly valid. Absolutely. It doesn't necessarily have to bridge the gap because there's no gap. There is no gap to cross. There's no bridge that has to be built because verse and chorus are the same key. But it does add that sense of anticipation because it has that chordal progression of 6 to 5, 6 to 5. And ending on the 5 to lead into the root in the chorus again. So it is effective. It does make sense. Absolutely. And the more I hear it, the more I'm liking it, the more it makes sense. So, the chorus is the hook without question. At least for me, it is. It's definitely the part of the song that's the most pleasing to the ear, mainly due to the female clean vocal. That's really kind of what's carrying that section. So, along with, the bass and the drums and the guitar underneath supporting. Speaking of the drumming, in that section after the chorus, before the guitar solo, we had that little breakdown section where we went into the halftime feel. That was really nice. I'm glad they did that. Breaking up the straight time, straight time, straight time, straight time, straight time, straight time, halftime feel. Oh, that's nice. Snare in the 3s only. Give it a nice heavy feel. A nice way to set up the guitar solo too. Guitar solo was nice. I had no issue with it. Sounded clean. Everything was well executed, and I like the variety. We had some tapping. We had some sweep picking. It wasn't just a one-trick pony. I can't say that when guitar solos are just nothing but 20 seconds of pure sweep picking over and over and over and over again. Okay, that's great. You can sweep pick. Good for you. What else can you do? Hate guitar players like that. Anyway, let's finish this out, and we'll get to the review. Again, I'm glad they went back to the 6-tuplet. I'm really glad they ended with it too. Nice strong ending. Really strong ending with that 6-tuplet. Yeah. This is my third reaction to Semblant now. I think my third one. Liking them more and more. This may be a band I'm gonna have to kind of on my own. I might have to just kind of dive into on my own. I don't know how many more requests I have in the queue for them. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look. But this may be a band I may have to get into on my own because this is with each reaction I do to them, I'm liking them a little bit more each time. So, not a lot to talk about that I didn't talk about during the reaction, so this should not be a very long review. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Semblant with Murder of Crows. This was a request from Java Devil. Okay, there's not a lot to talk about, honestly, that I didn't talk about during the reaction. I already pretty much said everything I needed to say. So we're just gonna hit some bullet points. I may throw in a couple extra things that I thought about while I was getting my thoughts together, but this should not be a very long review. I'm willing to bet we can probably get this done in under 5 minutes. I'm willing to bet, but Then again, you know me and tangent, you know, I may just go off on a rant and who knows? We'll have to just kind of go with the current and see where it takes us. Let's start with the score first. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this one a 7.7. Yep, 7.7. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 7.7. What does that mean? Well, a 7.7 would translate to a really good scale rating, so overall, I think this was a really good song. It would get 4 to 5 stars and a B+ letter grade. So there you go, 7.7, really good scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Okay, songwriting, nice across the board. I got no issue with the songwriting at all. We're in A, which is a little unusual for bands of this style. Usually bands of this style, you're going to hear them in E, you're going to hear them in B, you're going to hear them in D, maybe F sharp, possibly, or C sharp. But hearing them in A, that's interesting. Not a very common key for this particular style of music, but they made it work. They absolutely made it work. I got no problem with it. The verse to the pre-chorus to the chorus. If I'm being honest, the first time I heard it, I was like, don't know if that pre-chorus is really needed. And I still stand by that. I don't think the pre-chorus was needed, but it was nice to have to help build the anticipation from the transition from verse to chorus. If they had just gone verse to chorus, there would have been no anticipation at all. But by putting it in there and having it done the way it was written, where you had the flat 6 to the 5 to the flat 6 to the 5, so F, E, F, E, that set up a nice anticipation and a nice build to returning to the root again. A nice little detour. I like it. I mean, the more I listened to it and the more I thought about it, the more it made sense. I still don't think it was necessary, but it was nice to have. So, nice job on their part. The little breakdown section before the guitar solo going into the halftime feel, very well done. I love that sextuplet they had right before it. That was really well done too. And I love how they ended with that sextuplet. Very, very strong ending. I like that a lot. Instrumentally and vocally, everybody across the board did a really good job. Everybody did a really good job. Guitars were clean, bass was clean, the keyboard was clean. The drumming, if I'm being honest, the drumming was the highlight when it came to the musicianship. When it comes to the instrumental music, man, he was really putting in work with that double kick, wasn't he? Even when transitioning between straight time and halftime, in that breakdown section right before the guitar solo, going into that halftime feel, still got double kick going though, so that was cool. You really had to focus on the snare placement on just being on 3, but it worked out really well. And it definitely added some extra flavor as a setup into the guitar solo. Guitar solo was nice. It wasn't overinflated. I've heard other bands do guitar solos that are just superly overinflated, and this was not the case. It was kind of short. It was kind of short, sweet, and to the point. Could have been shorter, but I don't think it would have worked. I mean, maybe it would have, but I think he went for the right amount of time. I have no complaints about the length of time at all. And within that length of time, he showed off a number of techniques. It wasn't just sweep pick, sweep pick, sweep pick, sweep pick, sweep pick, sweep pick for 15 seconds. I hate it when guitar players do that. Yeah, great, you can sweep pick cleanly. Good for you. What else can you do? How about, can you hold just a simple note and make it sustain? Add a little vibrato on there, and can you just make that guitar sing? I don't know if you can do that or not. Now, this guy showed a variety of techniques with his guitar solo, so I had no problem with it whatsoever. Vocally, I like the blend. I think it was pretty well balanced between the male vocal and the female vocal. It was about 60-40, honestly. 60% male vocal, 40% clean vocal from the female. But the male vocal also had a nice split. Half of his vocals were clean vocal, and the other half were the grit and growl. So, if I can do math here, don't quote me on that. So if we had thirds, so third and 2/3. So basically what it came down to is 2/3 of the song in total were clean vocals, split between the female vocal and the male vocal. We just had about a third that was the grit and growl, which I am perfectly fine with. I got no issue with that whatsoever. The grit and growl vocal was still done well. The direction of the song, the energy and drive of the song were nice. I had no issue with anything that happened there. It felt good all the way around. If I'm being honest, I'm just gonna say this in closing. This is my I went back and checked to make sure I didn't say the wrong thing here. This is in fact my third reaction to Semblant. And out of the 3 reactions I've done, I know this is gonna sound very cliche, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Out of the 3 reactions I've done to Semblant, this is my favorite. Absolutely, this is my favorite one from them, hands down. I don't like saying that unless I am 100% certain of it, and I don't like saying that every single time. So now out of the 3 I've done though for Semblant, this is absolutely my favorite one. So I dug the song. I don't know if I have any more reactions for Semblant in the queue. I did not check that. But if there are no more, then I'm gonna go into a dive on my own on these guys, and I'm gonna find some other songs from them that I really like, because I have a feeling they're out there. No, a 7.7. It's a really good score for what I feel overall is a really good song. That's where we're at, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 7.7, which is a really good scale rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.